Preparing to live stream. And it's still showing Winston Churchill, yeah? Yep. Okay, we're live on YouTube, so to live stream. Mute. And it's still showing Winston Churchill, yeah?
Yeah, I still got Winston on my screen.
Oh, who is it? Claire that's got YouTube on. We can hear it, and it's on a delay.
No,
I don't have YouTube. I don't have YouTube on yet.
On YouTube, so that was my fault. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are living through challenging times. For many of us, the world seems to have been turned upside down. We are having to adapt to old certainties as old certainties give way to new realities. But our problems will pass, and we'll come through together to celebrate their passing. 75 years ago, the world was celebrating the end of one of the most awful and destructive periods in human history. But we are not here to dwell on the bad, but on the resilience of the human spirit to overcome adversity and to laugh and to sing even when life seems hopeless. This evening, the Karanghata Amateur Dramatic Society is celebrating VE Day by taking you on a journey through some of the most iconic songs of the 1940s. But first, BBC London is calling. This is the BBC, and here is the news read by John Snag. French and British forces are mounting a gallant rearguard action as the German blitzkrieg pushes towards the English Channel. The Prime Minister, Mr. Churchill, has warned that the Battle of France is drawing to an end and that the Battle of Britain will soon begin. Meanwhile, British spirits are being kept up by the force's sweetheart, Miss Vera Lynn.
Just wait.
the inimitable voice of Miss Vera Lynn. But as the German Luftwaffe rain bombs down on London, the indomitable spirit of the London people is undimmed, and popular songs get feet tapping as people find ways to relax and to enjoy themselves, even in air raid shelters.
Anytime you're Lambeth Way, any evening, any day, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk. Every little Lambeth gal, with a little Lambeth gal, you'll find them all doing the Lambeth Walk. Oi! Everything's free and easy, do as you don't want, pleasey. Why don't you make your way there, go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth Way, every evening, every day, you'll find yourself doing the Lambeth Walk. Anytime you're Lambeth Way, any evening, anyway, you'll find yourself doing the Lambeth Walk. Oi! Every little Lambeth gal, with her little Lambeth pal, you'll find them all doing the Lambeth Walk. Everything's free and easy, do as you don't want, pleasey. Why don't you make your way there, go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth Way, every evening, every day, you'll find yourself doing the Lambeth, doing the Lambeth, doing the Lambeth Walk. Hey!
The United States is still neutral, but Hollywood movies play their part in raising morale, helping people escape for a few hours for entertainment and laughter in the cinemas. We bring you a slightly shortened version of one of those films.
Where is Rick?
Thank you.
Leave him alone, Miss Elsa. You bad luck to him.
For old time's sake, Sam. Play as time goes by.
Oh, I can't remember it, Miss Elsa. I'm a little rusty on it.
I'll hum it for you. Da-da-da-dee-da-da. Da-da-da-dee-da-dum.
You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by.
Sam, I thought I told you never to play.
The last time we met.
Was La Bella Roar.
How nice, you remembered. That was the day the Germans marched into Paris.
I remember every detail. The Germans wore gray, you wore blue.
I put that dress away. When the Germans march out, I'll wear it again.
Mademoiselle.
Ilse, I don't wish to be the one to say it, but it's late.
So it is. And we have a curfew here in Casablanca. It would never...
About us.
We'll always have Paris. We didn't have, we We lost it until you came to Casablanca. We got it back last night. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of. Ilsa, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. Now. He's looking at you, kid. You still owe me 10,000 francs.
And that 10,000 francs should pay our expenses.
Our expenses?
Mm-hmm.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
The morale of the troops is also of the first importance. In Britain, the Entertainment National Service Association, or ENSA, drafts in stars of stage and screen to entertain the troops with songs and sketches and jokes, old and new.
Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me around a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me round a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. One more time. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little wooden bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. When we hear you bawling, show a leg. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me up a nice hot cup of tea. Kiss me goodnight, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me.
Well, hurrah and three cheers for that. Now, in Italy, under Mussolini, officially people are allied with the Germans, but many Italians oppose the fascists and resistance is growing. Partisans adopt for their anthem a 19th century peasant song, Goodbye Beautiful, Bella Ciao.
La mattina mi son svegliato, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. La mattina mi son svegliato e ho trovato l'invasor. Partigiano, portami via. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. Se io muoio da partigiano, bella bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E se io muoio da partigiano, tu mi devi seppellire, e seppellire lassù in montagna. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E seppellire lassù in montagna, sotto l'ombra di un bel fiore, e le genti che passeranno. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E le genti che passeranno mi diranno che bel fiore. Questo è il fiore del partigiano. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. E questo è il fiore del partigiano, morto per la libertà. E questo è il fiore del partigiano, morto per la libertà.
Meanwhile, in occupied France, the French resistance are organizing with a very stirring song to inspire them.
Entendu les guanaux des corbeaux sur nos plaines. Amis, entends-tu ces crissous du pays qu'on enchaîne? Oh, et partisans, ouvriers et paysans, c'est l'alarme. Ce soir, l'ennemi connaîtra le prix du sang et de larmes. Montez de la mine des Condés, des collines, camarades. Sortez de la paix les fusils, la mitraille, les grenades. Oh, et les tueurs, la balle et au couteau, tout évite. Oh, et saboteur, attention à ton fardeau, dynamite. C'est nous qui brisons les barreaux des prisons pour nos frères. La haine nous publie, c'est la faim qui nous pousse la misère. Il y a des pays où les gens au creux de lit font des rêves. Ici, nous voyons tous nous en marche, nous tuons, nous en rêve. Ici, chacun sait ce qu'il veut, ce qu'il fait quand il passe. Ami, si tu tombes, un ami, saute l'ombre à ta place. Demain, du 5 mois, ne sera conseiller sur nos routes. Chantez, compagnons, dans la nuit, ta liberté nous écoute. Amis, entends-tu le crissot du pays qu'on enchaîne? Amis, entends-tu les voix de corbeaux sur une plaine?
Well, vive la France! Meanwhile, in North Africa, the German Afrika Korps and the British 8th Army are fighting it out in the desert as the Germans try to capture Egypt and cut Britain off from vital oil supplies in the Suez Canal. A German song sung by a Swede on Radio Belgrade captures the hearts of Rommel's Afrika Korps and the British 8th Army. An English version soon follows from the BBC. We can't have the Tommies listening to German radio.
Dann sein Laterne und sterben noch kaputt. So wollen wir da uns wiedersehen. Bei der Laterne wollen wir stehen. Wie einst die Liebe, wie einst die Liebe. Unsere beiden Schatten sahen wie ein Haus, das wir so Lüpfen hatten, das sah man gleich daraus. Und aller Leute sollen es sehen, wenn wir bei der Laterne stehen. Wie einst die Marlene, wie einst die Marlene. Aus dem stillen Raum, aus der Grund, hört mich wie im Drama dein beliebter Mund. Wenn sich die späte Nebel drehen, werd ich bei der Laterne stehen. Ja, ist Lili Marlene, ja, ist Lili Marlene.
Beneath the lantern by the barricade, darling, I remember the way you used to hate. You swear that you whispered tenderly that you loved me, you'd always be my lily of the lamplight, my own lily, my own. Time would come for roll call, time for us to part. Darling, I caress you and press you to my heart. And there, neath that far-off lantern light, I'd hold you tight, we'd kiss goodnight, my lily of the lamplight, my own lily, my own.
Lili Marlene sung in German and then in English. The most titanic and deadly struggle of the entire war is now underway as the Russians heroically defend their motherland. In the 1943 song, Dark is the Night, a soldier at the front sings of his faraway love, as only the sounds of bullets and the wind in the barbed wire are heard on the Russian steppe.
Темная ночь, только пули свистят по степи, только ветер гудит в проводах, тускло звезды мерцают. В темную ночь ты, любимая, знаю, не спишь, и у детской кроватки тайком ты слезу утираешь. Как я люблю глубину твоих ласковых глаз, как я хочу к ним прижаться теперь губами. Темная ночь разделяет, любимая, нас, и тревожная черная степь пролегла между нами. Верю в тебя, дорогую подругу мою. Эта вера от пули меня темной ночью хранила. Радостно мне, я спокоен в смертельном бою. Знаю, встретишь с любовью меня, чтоб со мной не случилось. Смерть не страшна, с ней встречались не раз мы в степи. Вот и теперь надо мною она кружится. Ты меня ждешь и у детской кроватки не спишь, и поэтому знаю, со мной ничего не случится.
A moving song from the Russian steppes and the Red Army. But not least thanks to the efforts of that Red Army and the rest of the Allies, the war in Europe did come to an end 75 years ago this month, and in Japan the following August. The world had suffered an unprecedented catastrophe, but it bounced back. Popular music reflected the mood. Now we're going to listen to some post-war charm from the era. First, a sentimental journey in the United States, a Russian ode to its beautiful women pilots, perhaps, originally a Cuban Spanish song, and Sukiyaki, a Japanese song a little bit after the era, but one that symbolizes Japan's post-war recovery. And finally, a true classic from France. But first, a sentimental journey.
On the day, sentimental journey, on to set my heart at ease. On the day, sentimental journey, you and me will never leave. Got my bag, got my reservation, spent each time I could afford. Like a child in wild anticipation, long to hear that on a board. That's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for her. Counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Yes, before my heart could be so young, why did I decide to go? Gone to take a sentimental journey, sentimental journey. Gone to take a sentimental journey, gone to set my heart at ease. Gone to take a sentimental journey to the new memory. Got my bag, got my reservation, like the time I could afford. Like a child, one I'll be waiting up for heaven. Can't let me follow your plan. Can't take me back. Never thought my heart would be so young. Why did I decide to go? Gonna take a sentimental journey, sentimental journey, sentimental journey, sentimental journey home.
Admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? Only tell me, perhaps. A million times I've asked you, and then I ask you over again. You only answer. Perhaps. So if you really love me, don't confess, but please don't tell me. Perhaps.
Känns jättesläppt där ute.
One
petit sait faire ce que ça marche. Voilà les promesses avec blanche, les mots auxquels j'appelle. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je crois la tendresse. Il me dit des mots d'amour, les mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, il n'est pas bonheur dont j'ai trouvé la chose. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, en juré pour la vie. Et encore je l'aperçois, à l'heure de ses en moi, mon cœur qui bat. Des nuits d'amour à plus finir, un grand bonheur prend sa place. Les amis, les chagrins se placent, heureux en lui. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, qu'il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, les mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, il n'est pas du bonheur dont j'ai trouvé la chose. C'est toi pour moi pour toi dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, l'a juré pour la vie. Et encore je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui
La Vie en Rose, brought to you all the way from Paris by Miss Edith Piaf. Well, we hope you've enjoyed listening and watching to our show to celebrate VE Day as much as we have enjoyed performing in it. And so it just remains for me to say, until we meet again.
Do
Encore.